For today's project, we're going to head to the hardware store and grab some PVC pipe and fittings. This fitting right here is called a socket elbow. We're going to call it a corner piece. This one is called a T-fitting. And then this is a 1/2 inch PVC pipe and it comes in a 10-foot length. Take the first one and you're going to cut it at 36 inches, 3 feet. I used a special PVC cutter for this. Cut 11 of those 3-foot pieces and then you're going to cut 2 pieces at 15.5 inches. Next, you're going to have a little bit of leftover, 12 foot long. You're going to want to cut each one at 3 inches long. Now we're going to lay it out. Put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those 3-foot pieces on there with corner pieces and your T's as you see outlined here. And go ahead and insert the 3-foot piece into one of those corner pieces. Put it on both sides. Then you grab one of those 3-inch pieces that we had and you're going to start inserting the T's just like you see here. Go ahead and do the whole thing and just start inserting the pieces as you lay them out. If you want to use glue, go ahead, put a little bit on there. You don't need to make it watertight. We're not using this to carry water. This is going to be a special rack that we're going to use. Once you get all the pieces together, give it a good tight fitting just like that. Next, we got to put in the legs to the rack. We are going to use 4 of the 3-foot pieces that we have and put those in there. Next, turn the rack upside down. Go ahead and put one of the corner pieces in. And remember those 2 15.5 inch pieces we had? They will fit perfectly right in the ends there. Then you can give it a coat of paint if you like. You can leave it white. I like to give it a paint just to make sure it matches. And this rack is so versatile. Look at that. You can use it when you're cleaning out your car, or you can use it on the side of the pool to keep your pool towels dry.
I'm done wrestling my garden hose to water my plants. Start by picking your ideal height, then dig a hole in the garden for a plastic fence post. Next, measure 12 inches from the top and drill a 1-inch hole on the side. Now, grab some waterproof glue and a few PVC pieces. We're going to join them all together. The 2 elbows should face opposite directions. Slide that pipe into your fence post, threading the top of the PVC pipes through the hole you drilled in the fence post. To make sure this thing stays anchored, drill 4 small holes near the bottom of the post and cross 2 pieces of steel rebar like an X. This gives the concrete something solid to lock onto. Now, head back to your garden. Set your post in the hole, pour in your concrete mix and water, and mix it right there. While it dries, let's finish the plumbing. Using a standard 2-step PVC solvent primer and cement to secure an outdoor spigot onto the PVC pipe you pushed through the hole. Pop on a decorative post cap, hook up your garden hose to the exposed PVC pipe at the base, and you're done. Add a hook on the side for your watering can and enjoy your new custom garden station.
I spotted this modern ceramic vase on the internet and I thought, hey, I can get a similar great look for less using PVC plumbing parts. How fun! First, I removed those price stickers using an adhesive remover. As I didn't want the flanges on the ends, I used my bandsaw to trim them off. No need to be exact. You can also use a handsaw for this too. With a sanding block, I cleaned up all the frayed edges. Then, using my miter saw, I trimmed 5 pieces of the dowel, no particular length, just to use as plugs for the bottoms. While my vase won't hold water, it is possible to seal the wood plugs and the ends, or to slip in leak-proof plastic sleeves. Time to glue the plumbing parts together. You can arrange them any way you like, but just be sure that the footing is stable so it doesn't tip over. Here I used an adhesive similar to super glue, which can also be used. I used hot glue as well to show you that many types of adhesives are possible so long as it's meant for plastics. There's raised printing on my parts, so I opted to use a bit of paintable caulk to texture over those and to also give the whole vase a slightly similar texture to ceramic. Use as little or as much as you'd like. Once everything was dry and set, I grabbed my can of spray paint to give everything a nice, even finish. This PVC vase ended up so chic and modern. I really got a terrific look in minutes and for less.
Want the popular industrial pipe? Look without paying high prices. Start by taking PVC pipes and rubbing on copper oil paint using a rag. This gives white plastic that rich metallic faux copper look instantly. While those dry, grab PVC elbow connectors and give them a quick coat of matte black spray paint to mimic cast iron fittings. Next, make sure your pipes are cut to size. You'll need 4 5.5-inch pieces, 2 8-inch pieces, and 2 12-inch pieces. Now assemble the frame. Connect the pipes and black elbow fittings to build 2 matching rectangles, tapping them gently with a rubber mallet to make sure everything fits. Mount directly to your wall. Finally, rest pre-stained wood boards across the top and bottom rungs, decorate, and enjoy your awesome new industrial shelves.
I picked up a 3-inch PVC pipe from my local store and started by sanding it with 40 grit sandpaper. The goal here is to remove the shiny surface, get rid of any printed text or stamps, and create random grooves along the length of the pipe. It's important to sand in the direction of the pipe's length to get the effect we want. I also used a metal file to add some uneven grooves and give it a more natural textured look. Once I finished sanding, I wiped the surface clean and applied a coat of wood stain. Make sure to apply the stain in the same direction as the sanding marks. This helps the stain soak in and give it a realistic wood-like finish. I applied 2 coats until I got the shade I wanted. After the stain dried, I cut the pipe into 5-inch pieces. Next, I picked up a couple of 12-inch wood rounds. I applied construction adhesive to one and stacked the other one on top. To help them bond well, I placed some weight on top and let it sit. Layering 2 pieces adds a nice sculptural look. Once the glue dried, I stained the wood rounds in the same color as the pipes so everything matched. Finally, I glued the wood-like PVC legs to the bottom of the stacked wood rounds in a circular layout. And that's it. Now I have a raised stand for my plant. You can also use these for outdoors since legs are PVC, or make a taller version and use it as a side table.
Who would have thought this curb appeal project would start in the plumbing department? To make my mosaic, I used glass gems, small tile, which I removed from the backing, large tile, which I broke into smaller pieces, and random plates, which I also broke into smaller pieces. I measured the 5-foot PVC pipe into 2 pieces. I wrapped painter's tape at my marks, which would make a straight line where I would cut. I cut a slit into the pipe using a hand saw. Then I inserted the blade of the jigsaw into the slit and cut the pipe easily into 2 pieces. I did the same thing at the bottom of the pipe so that I would have a flat end. Using a soft cloth, I wiped away any dust. Then I used heavy grit sandpaper to rough up the outside of the pipe. Then I wiped everything clean with a wet cloth. For the base of the pipe, I cut a piece of chicken wire to size and wrapped it around the bottom of the pipe. I attached the chicken wire to the pipe using duct tape. I wrapped it snugly around the pipe, making sure all the wire was covered. Now for the fun. With a plastic nut trowel, I applied mastic, which is an adhesive, to the pipe. While the mastic was still wet, I used a variety of tile, plates, and glass gems, pressing them firmly into the mastic. Once the mastic was dry, I applied the grout, pressing it into all the nooks and crannies. Once the entire pipe was grouted, I used a sponge and plain water to wipe away the excess grout. I allowed the pipes to dry 24 hours before sealing. Adding the sealer is an easy process using a sponge brush, and I covered the entire pipe with sealer. Since the pipes were tall, I added large rocks into the pipe for stability. As you can see, I have a place around our pool where nothing will grow and people can look in. These mosaic planters fill that space perfectly. They also look great on my front porch, raising up my plants for all to see. I hope this inspires you to make something for that empty space in your home.